What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you be in the loop. Man, I'm going to go straight in on this one. So, Quavo of the Migos and his former girlfriend, Saweetie, they've been trading verbal insults at one another since they broke up. Most famously, Saweetie went on a talk show, not a talk show, but a podcast, and claimed that she basically shakes men down when men don't act like she want them to act. She put them on freeze until they put some money in her bank account. And then it's cool again. Quavo, seemingly in response, it was reported, repoed her car. Then it was reported that maybe he didn't, and then there was some other stuff, but just a whole bunch of stuff going on right with them, right? The thing is, fam, is that nobody really would be concerned, but they're like putting a lot of their own information out into the public. So it makes one like actually speak on what they got going on. And it also makes you examine your own relationship in terms of how much of your own business should be public consumption, even if you are a celebrity, right? So a video just came out of Quavo and Saweetie in an elevator having a little scuffle. Now, when the video first hit, before the video came out, there was some rumors that he had swung on her. You know, he was being abusive to her. Even when the video came out, some people were calling it abuse. Well, I watched that video and I didn't see any abuse. The video, if you haven't seen it, you can check it out for yourself. Click the link under the video and you'll see it. Watch the video. I've seen abuse. That was not abuse. If it was abuse, if there was any abuse, it came from Saweetie, not Quavo. Because the video starts with her swinging on him. They don't even talk about that. That's what I'm hearing a whole lot of talking. And I didn't hear anybody talking about that she hit him. I didn't hear any of that. Just, Quavo slams Saweetie to the floor and stuff like that, you know. So I'm thinking it's bad. It's like really bad. It's a bad look for him, right? I'm thinking like, oh, this is gonna be horrible. Man, I start watching that video. I'm like, man, get out of here with that. The video picks up. It starts with her throwing something at him, or whether it was a punch or some type of object, but she threw something. And then he tries to get in the elevator, and she tries to leave out. He grabs they're scuffling over this bag. He tries to pull her into the elevator. As he pulls her into the elevator, they struggle for this bag, and she loses her balance and falls to the floor. He seemed to be okay with the fact that he got the bag, and he cool. I got the bag. I'm good. She's on the floor. He ain't too much worried about her being on the floor. Elevator stops. He actually holds the elevator door open to allow her to walk out on her own, may I add. Now, some people say, well, he should have helped her up. When's the last time you helped somebody up that you were struggling with, that you had a scuffle with? Yeah, I mean, it's put the shoe on the other foot. If he had lost his balance in the scuffle and failed, would anybody have expected him to get help from her? Would anybody have expected Quavo to reach out, or Saweetie to reach out and grab Quavo and help him up? Now, keep in mind, they just got through scuffling. You know, they're struggling. It's kind of like, at this point, you're on your own. But he did have the presence mind to at least see her off the elevator, not just leave her there. Of course, he's not going to get any credit for that. Well, because you're a man. Now, again, we have to be very careful about this, throwing this thing around, this abuse thing around. Because, you know, the moment you say a man hit a woman or something like that, people go crazy. But I don't see anybody going crazy about this woman swinging on this man. She swung on this dude, clearly. Like I said, it looks like she threw something at him. It looks like an object. Could have been a punch. But she threw something at him, and it hit him in the face. It was real quick, kind of blurry, couldn't really see, but she threw something at him. But she's not being held accountable for that. She's not being held accountable for that. I don't hear that discussion at all. All I hear is Quavo knocked her to the ground and didn't help her out. At first, they were saying that he like clearly abused her. I'm like, where is the abuse? Again, I know abuse. I am an advocate for victims of abuse. I was the spokesperson for No More Victims for 5 years. I worked with victims of abuse, severe abuse that you could not even imagine. I know abuse. That was not abuse. Going into the comments, perhaps you guys have a different take. Let's see. Pop E, what up? It's no excuse for him to manhandle her, though. Poppy E says it's no excuse for him to manhandle her, though. How is that manhandle? Well, if a man handles something, by default, he's manhandling somebody, right? I hear that like manhandle. If I handle this phone right here, this manhandling right here, this is manhandling. I don't understand, what is he supposed to do if he's in a struggle? If he's struggling, they're struggling for the bag. I don't know what the hell was in that bag. I don't know if it was some masters in that bag or if it was a cell phone, but it was something in that bag that was very important, and they both was trying to get that bag. So if they're both struggling for the bag, is it his fault that he was stronger than she was? What if she was stronger? Which you had said she manhandled him? What if he had slipped and fell? Did she manhandle him? See, I mean, look, fam, you know, I'm an advocate for women. I love me some women. And I don't allow nobody to come on here and badmouth my women. You can't come over here with that. You can't come over here with them generalizations about women, especially black women. Don't bring your ass over here talking down on black women. You finna get up out of here real quick. But equally, I'm not gonna allow you to just talk down on black men. We got enough enemies out there. We're not gonna win a gender war. So that's why it's important that all of us get out of our feelings. And if you got a problem with somebody, you got a beef with somebody, hey, square up with that person. We all should be held to our own merits, right? It shouldn't be a situation where we making these generalizations. Keep in mind, fam, For hundreds of years, people have been making generalizations about us. We don't like that shit. Why do we think it's cool to make gender generalizations? Negative gender generalizations. Why do we think that's cool? How does that don't even make sense. This is why I don't do it, because I know some great women. I know some great men. So I would not say all women are black women this and black. First of all, when you say black women, fool, if you black, you're talking about your mama. That let me know right there. If you got no respect for your mama, that let me know right there that your whole opinion is invalid. If you don't even respect the woman who brought you into the world, your whole opinion is invalid to me. If you say all black men, and you got a black daddy, your whole opinion is invalid to me. It makes no sense. Without this man, you ain't even born. No matter what he did or didn't do. Without this man, you ain't even alive. You don't even have oxygen. You can't even fix your mouth to say something negative about that man. If you got black boys and you say something negative about black men, you make sweeping negative generalizations about black men. You ain't even qualified to raise that black boy. Give him up. You're not qualified. But here we are again. Every time there's a situation where a black man is acting a donkey or a black woman is acting a donkey, the opposite sex goes straight in, not all, but many from the opposite sex go straight in. That's their opportunity to disparage a whole gender, a whole group of people. It's important that we don't allow get caught up in our feelings, get caught up in these emotions, because, you know, people lose a lot making generalizations. They lose a lot having, like making emotional decisions, making emotional comments, acting off emotions. You have to fall back, and even if you want to just yell out something or say something crazy, sometimes you got to just fall back, take a walk, take a smoke, take a drink, go to sleep, whatever. Shit, do some cartwheels, whatever. And then come back. And then if you still feel the same way, well, go ahead. But generalizations are very dangerous. So I would advise anybody, if they want to grow, especially, if they don't want to look like a fool, especially, to try to refrain from using generalizations. They're very dangerous. Victor Burton, what up? Like, tell me, please, like any woman right now, tell me, give me a list of 20 men that you know that are just the same. They all act exactly the same way, that you know personally. Not what you see in the news, not what you see on the internet. Like actually 20 men that you know. Give me a list of. Give me 20 men in a row, 10 men that you dated, where every single one of them is the same way. If you can do that, you're the problem. If you're a man and you can give me 10 women that you dated in a row, every last one of them ain't no good, every last one of them cheated on you, every last one of them had negative thoughts and tried to do you dirty, guess what? You're the problem, not them. Now, they are the problem, but they're a problem, but you like that problem. You're pain free. You're seeking out that type of woman. You're seeking out a certain type of woman, and then you got a problem when she shows you who she is. You see the red flags. In fact, you see the red flags and go running to the red flag. I like that. You see the woman with the little waist and the big butt, the cute face or whatever, and that's all it takes for you. And you just go running. You ain't had no vetting process at all. You don't know nothing about this woman. You ain't asked around. You didn't go where she grew up at and ask anybody about it. You didn't ask her cousins, her family members, nothing about her. You didn't find out where she went to school at or nothing and tried to really learn about this woman. All you did is took your clothes off and started stabbing. Just started stabbing. And now you mad because she's some chick that did you dirty. You mad because she's showing you who she really is. You ain't, all these people that's got something negative to say about all black women, all black men, all y'all asses are the problem. Black women ain't the problem. Black men ain't the problem. Y'all the problem. Yeah. And it's a whole lot of people, man, in their 30s and 40s and 50s as immature as teenagers are. They still on that same dumbass time. They still play games like teenagers. They still get caught up in their emotions like teenagers. It's like they haven't grown at all. Have not grown at all. 30-something years old, 40-something years old, 50-something years old. Ghost Walker, what up? What up, Yoda? Black Stage, I see you. Still fighting over kids and stuff. You know, still playing the games, using the kids as pawns. Don't want the kids to see that daddy. Kids come around you talking down on their mother. Still struggling with the kids, still cussing each other out. But then claim that you love your children, but don't understand that you're damaging them by hearing their mother and their father get at each other's throat like that. But then you call yourself loving your kid, but you destroying them because kids don't pay attention to what you say. They pay attention to what you do. They're watching your every move. You're raising human beings. You're not raising plants. You're raising, in fact, some people pay more attention to plants than they do human beings. They nurture plants more than they do human beings. Some of them nurture dogs more than they nurture human beings. You just keep that in mind. Whatever they see, whatever you're doing, they're watching. So whatever actions that you have, your kids are going to mirror those actions. So if you cool with your kid becoming the person that you are, with all your flaws, all that crazy talking and stuff that you do, stupid things that you do, if you cool with your kid being that person, keep on doing it. You're going to spit out one just like you. But some people don't care because some people out there, they actually like the idea of their kids being like them. And they know that there is something wrong with, like some dudes who are like convicted felons, who are like habitual offenders. Some of them, they want to see their son go to jail. Some mothers who go out there and play men, who may have been divorced or whatever, on the cool, they be hating on their daughters. They want to see their daughter get divorced. Or they want to see their daughter not be married. On the cool. It's a whole lot of mothers out there be hating on their daughters. Their own daughters, they be hating on them. Don't want to see them in a happy relationship. I always thought that each generation was supposed to do better than the next. Each generation was supposed to want more for the following generation than they had for themselves. But not so. Not in a lot of cases. It's a whole lot of slick hating be going on, man, within families. Mothers hating on the mothers, fathers hating on the fathers. You got some fathers out there that'll take their son on a mission with them. They finna go do something real gangster. And they let their son hop in the car. If you old enough, if your son's old enough to hop in that car and get down with you, that means that you old enough to have some hitters around you that can do the same thing. So that you ain't got that. This is what they do. So you ain't got to put your son in that crossfire like that. But see, some of these dudes, they don't protect their boys. They want to see them out there. They want to see them out there impregnating all these different women and stuff because they did the same thing. They're not going to warn them. They want to see their boys following their footsteps like that. Look at that dude, Mac Williams. What's his name? The guys that killed Arbery. Let me see. What's his name's it's a guy named Michael McWilliams or something like that. What's the name of the guy what's the name of the father and the son, the white boys that killed the black dude that was jogging? What's that guy? What's those guy's name? Ahmaud Arbery. Let's see. Ahmaud. Travis McMichael. Okay. I said McWilliams. So yeah, McMichael. Okay. Travis McMichael and what's his pappy name? These backwood mutts. Travis McMichael and his father, Gregory. Right. So Gregory McMichael, it's a lot of Gregory McMichaels out there. He should have been protecting his son. He should have said, like, you know what? No matter how I feel, I'm not going to subject my son to something like this. I'm not going to allow the uncivilized mutt nature in me to take over and risk my son's freedom. I'm not going to do that. But you know what this uncivilized mutt did? Get in, son. He hopped in the car and he drove with him and said, "Yeah, I'm going to show you how to do it. This is how we used to do it back in the day." Had his boy throw his whole life away. See, that's an uncivilized mutt. That's one of them daddies that ain't got no life. He ain't about nothing. So he want to make sure his son don't be about nothing. I bet you anything him and his son used to argue all the time. I bet they used to constantly bump heads. This happens a lot, fam. And they think love is being violent toward other people together. We hate each other. I don't like you. You don't like me. We dysfunctional, but we'll team up on others and bring pain to other people. Sick. Uncivilized mutts. That's what they are. Somebody with common sense would be like, man, you know, I was raised this way. I know it. I know it's kind of messed up, but you know, that's just who I am. But I ain't gonna do my son like that. I'm not gonna make my son socially awkward. I'm not gonna have him going down that rabbit hole. I know that ain't the right way. See, people know the difference between right and wrong. But it's just like if a person was a drug dealer. The average dude, like especially like if he one of them dudes that did it on a different level, he gonna try to protect his kids from that. He ain't gonna try to bring his kids into that business because he know what comes with that. So he gonna try to keep his family far away from all of that stuff, but not the uncivilized mutts. The uncivilized mutts want the uncivilized pups. They gonna raise them to be mutts, just like them. But back to Quavo and Saweetie. So the question was, they had a physical altercation inside of the elevator. Was it abuse? I submit to you, yes, it was abuse. Abuse by Saweetie. I think that she was the one that was abusive. Yeah, they were struggling for that bad. It's not Quavo's responsibility to make sure she doesn't fall down. If you and I are in a struggle, it ain't my responsibility to hold you up or to make sure you don't fall down in the struggle. That's your responsibility. Again, put your shoe on the other foot. What if Quavo had been the one to lose his balance and he fell down? Would anybody be expecting Saweetie to help him up? I don't think so. And this is coming from somebody who absolutely adore women. But right is right and wrong is wrong, man. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Any kind of way you look at it. I'm not going to get on here and tell women a lie, tell women anything, or just say anything just to get some points, and then have women out here, believing in that lie and doing the same type of stuff and expecting a different result. Nah, you could tell that girl, she violently hit him with something. It was very violent, very aggressive. The whole relationship was toxic. It's good that they finally called it quits. It's good they called it quits. You can't get along, get on. I refuse to be in any kind of relationship where I feel compelled to put my hands on a woman in any fashion other than loving. I refuse to be in that type of relationship. I don't want to be in that type of relationship. If I feel like it's got to come to that, hey, man, see you later. Hey, I'm going to let somebody else have that problem. That is a problem. I don't want to be around nobody I feel like I got to put my hands on. Now, I don't want to be around anybody like that, period. It ain't no thing for me to be lovable, because after being treated like that, she's so gullible. Like a masseur, I rub her thighs, neck, and back and give her some of this aphrodisiac. What y'all know about that? You just starting, you're still in kindergarten. Say, fam, if you got a beater, you don't need them. And that whole thing that I see so many couples that are violent toward one another. I mean, it's almost like they've normalized toxicity. It's like it's normalized. It's like they go into these relationships thinking they're supposed to swing on each other. They think they're supposed to fight. They're supposed to just be abused. They think that abuse is normal. I see a lot of this in a whole lot of relationships. I posted a video a few weeks ago of a dude pulled a gun on a girl. Pulled the gun on her. like this. And she up there like standing up against the wall like this happens all the time. I've never seen anybody as cavalier as she was with a gun pulled on her. I never seen anybody like that. And she was just so relaxed. She was just laid back like, and still cussing, still talking crazy. There ain't no way I'd be talking crazy to somebody pointing a gun at me. I don't care who it is. Stop underestimating your enemies. Sheila asks you, you got that right. Addicted to drama. Man. TD, what up? TD in the building. Lou Rose, I see you. What up? Was that Kingsley? What's up, Kingsley? Krista Roberts, what's up? Yeah, fam, keep your hands to yourself. You know, you're going to put hands on somebody, let that somebody be a real threat, a real enemy. That shouldn't be somebody that you live with or you call yourself in love with, you got children by or children with. Nah, fam. See, but some people don't have an off switch. Some people just, they just got that mentality like anybody the enemy, everybody the enemy. And some people just mad, man. They don't have some people just mad at the world. And they're their biggest enemy. But they mad at everybody but themselves. I see it all the time. Like, damn, sometimes I see people that are mad. I'm like, why? Why are you so mad? Like, why do you go from 0 to 10 like that? Why? And the trip part about it is that at least most of the people that I know that are like that, they haven't seen a fraction of the abuse I saw coming up. Well, not just saw, experienced coming up. And my mama stayed on my head. Hassan Jackson, what's up? Celeste Mitchell coming through on the Cash App. What's up? KD, what up, KD? Deltrich, Peoria, Illinois. That's Richard Pryor hometown, if I'm not mistaken. Derek Mallory, what it do? Mr. Bold, what's up, Homestead? Homestead. Homestead. I wrote a lot of raps on Homestead, a lot of rhymes. Jay Godson. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and yeah, I don't think Quavo is getting enough credit for not going in on Saweetie. I think he could have done a whole lot more to considering how she swung on him. You know, like I say, that was a very violent swing. If you know, check it out for yourself. I mean, the link is in the description, right under this video. Click on that link and watch it for yourself if you haven't seen it already. She appeared to be a lot more aggressive than he was. Who was this? Kalila? Kalila coming through on the Cash App. Michelle Beasley coming through on the Cash App. D Holla coming through on the Cash App. Nash coming through on the Cash App. Cynthia Douglas coming through on the Cash App. Arthur Banks coming through on the Cash App. Jarek Deloney coming through on the Cash App. Appreciate y'all, fam. Crystal Roberts. What up? Yeah, absolutely. He would have had his face plastered. Well, his face is kind of plastered everywhere anyway, but yeah, they would have definitely went in on him if he had, you know, done something to it. If he had really actually swung on her, it don't matter who started it. It would have been a wrap for him. Yeah, that would have been very hard for him to overcome. In fact, they'd be looking for him right now to put him in jail. I bet you $1 to a donut they're not looking to put Saweetie in jail. Pamela, what's up, Pamela? Curtis Clinton said he could have helped her up. Oh, okay. He's saying F out of here. Okay, I got you. Yeah, he said, no way. Kendrick says she clocked herself. Who is that? Zoe. Zoe watching from Haiti. What's up, Zoe? Appreciate you. Haiti. Love. One love. Free my grandma. What's up, free my grandma? What it do? Willie Gamble. What's up, Dallas? Dallas in the building. That's crazy. Ray Ray says, a girl in high school told me she doesn't like a man to be 100% faithful because she likes mystery in the relationship. Wow. So in her opinion, the only way she can get mystery in a relationship is for the guy to be unfaithful. She can't have mystery like with the guy maybe surprising her with flowers or, you know, perhaps a trip out of town, the country, whatever. Or maybe they're going, she thinks that they're going to a regular dinner date and they end up going straight to the airport, taking off. You already got everything laid out. You're gonna shop when they're gonna shop when they get to the next city. You know what I mean? Shop at the next stop. That's too much like right. It's gotta be like some really, really like it has to be something salacious. Yeah, has to be drama. The one Brewster coming through in the cash app. Kenneth Clay coming through in the cash app. Appreciate y'all, fam. Appreciate you. Issa M. Appreciate you. Absolutely. What is that, Brahima? Brahima Salah. That's Brahima Salah. I'm going with Brahima Salah. What's up, South Carolina? Crystal Roberts checking in. What it do, Crystal? Pluto Jones, 501. What it do? Yeah. Khalees Watt. Keywords, high school and mystery. Absolutely. Taylor Jones. What's up, Taylor? Southeast Georgia. Florentine Jones. Ooh, that's a cold name right there. Florentine. There's something behind that name, fam. That just sounds like somebody that be doing something. I don't know what. Florentine. You can take that name a lot of places. Florentine, if that was my name, I'd just drop the Jones. I'd just be me. Florentine. They probably call it Flo. And in fact, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Florentine, it sounds like it'd be a guy name or a girl name. It sounds unisex. Florentine. Floor kind of sway towards more like a girl name, but you never know. Langston Johnson says Saweetie has low self-esteem and money doesn't buy you love. Show you right. Show you right. Let me tell you something, fam. Just to piggyback on that response, there were times when I had the most money, when I was the least happiest. It started up here, fam. It all start right here. It start right there. It start in your head. It start between your ears. That's where it starts at. Yeah, so we have to. It's no coincidence that you need money to take care of business and do things. Even to just be on this internet. Somebody got to pay for this cable. Somebody got to pay for the medium in which you're watching, and which that I'm on, right? It takes money, right? Got to have some money. But the problem is that you got a lot of people that got money or they come into money, but they don't have balance. And that's why they say a fool and his money will always part. If you have money and you don't have, first and foremost, if you don't have if you're not skilled in conflict resolution, you're probably going to lose it. If you're not astute with your finances, if you're not like inclined to have a budget, you're probably going to lose. You're probably going to blow it, and you'll probably at least find yourself in a really bad position. So you have to have balance. So strive to get the money, but also strive to have some wherewithal about that balance. It's not just about the money. For a lot of people, almost everybody's going to come into some kind of money, a windfall, right? If you're poor, that windfall might be $10,000. It might be, it might be 20,000, it might be 5,000, whatever. But it might be a substantial amount of money than you are used to having. Everybody's going to come into a windfall. So when you get that bread, if you're not disciplined, you're going to find yourself right back in the same position. So if you never really had a good lick before, any surplus of money, and when you get that money, or before you get it and you know it's coming and you get it and you're already thinking about the shit you're going to buy, you already lost. You already lost. You need to be thinking about how to not buy stuff. You need to fix your mind. Man, I ain't buying nothing. I ain't finna never be like this again. I'm finna take this money. You need to be scared to spend that money. Like, man, what I'm gonna do with this? Let me talk to all the people I can talk to because I need to make this money work. I may not get another shot. That's a mistake a lot of us make too. A lot of times we think we're gonna get another shot. You think the money gonna come again. How many times that happened? Well, you had it and you thought, well, I'm gonna get another shot, and you're still waiting on that shot. It happens. You gotta have to get that money, be like, oh man, damn, I know I gotta pay my rent, but damn, I don't even want to pay my rent, man. Like, man, that's, man, I need to make this money work. How can I take this money and make it work? So I don't ever find myself in this position again. You gotta have that type of mentality with that money. And then the older you get, the less chances that you're gonna have to actually make a good lick. Because you're not gonna be as motivated and energetic. You might be motivated, but you won't have the energy. And you won't get the opportunities. Youth is a commodity. So, and you gotta make that money work like you ain't never about to see money again. Automatic says she was trying to make Quavo. She was trying to stop him from leaving. Actually, like the way I saw it, I heard a number of people say that she tried to stop him from leaving. But the way I saw it, it was like he was trying to get in the elevator. And she threw something at him to keep him off the elevator or whatever. She was trying to dip. And or she was trying to dip. Seemed like she was trying to stop him from actually getting on the elevator. Because it looked like he was charging toward the elevator. And it looked like she tried to stop him from getting on or whatever. And then as he got on, he slung her back inside and they started struggling over the bag. When he slung her inside, which was not really a full throttle sling, right? she then went for the bag with him. They simultaneously went after the bag and they struggled for the bag. That's when she fell. When he slung her, she didn't fall. She fell when she started struggling for the bag with him, which means that she fell on her own. But it's a good thing, fam. You know, it's a good thing that they broke it up. I mean, better to break up after 2 years than 20 years, right? If you know it ain't working, it ain't going nowhere, fam, you know, like fighting in relationships is not normal. It's just not. It's not normal behavior. Even beefing, just arguing all the time, that's not normal. Some of us were taught wrong. Some of us were taught, we just was taught wrong. That is not indicative of a healthy relationship. That's why you have to find somebody that you're equally yoked with. You just have to find somebody that works with you, you know? Just like you would have a good friend, or maybe you have a family member, a sister, a cousin, or somebody you never argue with. Yeah, you disagree, but you don't sit around arguing and being at each other's throat. But all of this stuff is because of a lack of respect. All relationships is rooted in respect. Business, platonic, intimate, romantic, family, all relationships are rooted in respect. And when there's no respect, there's disrespect. And once that disrespect comes, bam, then you don't have any trust. No trust, no relationship. It's impossible for you to trust somebody who disrespects you. So once that disrespect starts coming, whether it's verbal or whether it's betrayal, they're going out cheating on you, whatever. Even if they start like spending the money erratically, you know, like just blowing bread, you don't trust that person. No trust, no relationship. Is that true? Free My Grandma said they even call themselves Miss Toxic, et cetera, et cetera. Who calls themselves Miss Toxic? Yeah, I wouldn't even want to be in a relationship with somebody I don't respect. Like if you don't respect them, how do you expect the rest of the world to respect them? And if you don't respect the person that you're with, then you know that there are others who see that you don't respect them, and they're not going to respect them. Why would you want to be with somebody who others don't respect? And first and foremost, you don't respect. Why? I don't understand that. That is some very toxic behavior. Latoya Young, the newest member to the Willie D Live channel. Show us some love, fam. Show Latoya some love. Give her a big welcome. Latoya Love, the newest member to the Willie D Live channel. Yeah, yeah. What's up, Latoya? Mucho uno. What up? Go Meta Flower. Rhonda Butler. What's up, Rhonda? Jay Make Away. Money Loke. What's up, Money Loke? Ray says, but why on elevators all these altercations be happening? I only know of one other altercation, one other famous altercation on an elevator. But you know what? I think a lot of times stuff happen on elevators because people think that there's no eyes. People think that nobody's watching. Think about it. Get on the elevator doors closed, you think it's just you and that person. You don't think about cameras. So if you got ill intentions, you want to do something, it's a problem, maybe you strike before the doors open, right? Serena, what up? What's up with you? Doggy Pup, what's up? Yeah, he did. You know what? But that was after the fact. I did see him looking at camera, TD. He did look in the camera after the fact. It was like after everything went down, he was like dead into the camera. Maybe that's what compelled him to kind of leave the door open, like hold the door open for when he was getting ready to get off. It's like, all right, okay, they got me. Just in case. Hi, you coming? Holding the door open. Like, you coming? Davita Atkins, what up? Felicia Kobe, Baltimore in the house. Jay Godson, Houston making it to the Final Four. I didn't even know that they were. I didn't even know the damn. I forgot the damn tournament was happening. So I'm not really a. Well, I'm still Houston, so I guess I can give an opinion. I mean, like I've been I've been with Houston for many losing seasons, and they finally start winning, and I'm not watching at all. But yeah, but they actually been doing pretty good over the last 3-4 years. They're in the Final Four, so that's good for the city. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I don't even know how stiff the competition is. I mean, it's got to be real stiff there in the Final Four. So it's the best of the best. So, I mean, I hope they can take it all the way. They only have 2 more games to win. So I hope I'm probably going to, wait a minute. Yeah. It should be this weekend, right? So I'm probably going to watch it. I hope they don't, I hope I don't jinx them. You know how sometimes you think, you don't watch a team and they're winning. You find out they got a 39 game winning streak going, and then you watch for the first time and they get blown out. I hope that don't happen. I hope I don't jinx them. Maybe I won't watch. Maybe I'll just chill. Ask for updates or something, perhaps. David Acker, what up? TG. Yeah, I think, I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch it. No, but then if they win, then I'm gonna want to watch the damn last game, the championship. And I cannot not watch the championship. I do watch championships. Just like with football and stuff, I don't even watch football until the playoffs. Football, I watch baseball. I can watch boxing all the time. It doesn't have to be a championship fight for boxing. But all those other sports, yeah, I really don't watch until playoffs. Because I like to watch when it's something on the line. Because I feel like a lot of those professional guys, a lot of times they don't come out and work every night like Kobe did, like Jordan did. They don't work every night. They don't come out and go hard every single night. And I just feel like a lot of them do it because they got that money. They paid. So they just don't go hard every night. I think when the playoffs come around, I think baseball is a lot more competitive. I think those guys mostly go hard every night. But like basketball and football, I think a lot of those times those guys be slacking, especially basketball. Especially basketball. Football is a contact sport, very dangerous. So you're kind of forced to be alert at all times and kind of be on your game. You're literally running for your life in football oftentimes. So people play, it's a lot more aggressive at least. But basketball, I just feel like a lot of times those dudes just be very lackadaisical. They just don't seem like they be having their heart into it. But playoffs come around, win or go home, that's when it gets interesting. So that's pretty much when I'll start watching basketball. All right, fam. So what's the verdict? What's the verdict? I'm gonna read a couple of more comments and then I'll let y'all go. What's the verdict, fam? You saw the altercation between Quavo and Saweetie. What's the verdict? Before I watched it, I was hearing rumors that he abused her and he hit her, he did this, he pushed her down. And I'm like, what? Like, what push? The man did not push the woman down. Where is the push? So what is the verdict, fam? Did y'all watch? You watched the video. I'll keep it simple. Was it abuse or not? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your answer. Until next time, fam, wherever you are in the world, have a good evening or a good morning. No more talk.